we gotta finish talking about the little bit of this ICE thing because yeah. So with this ICE thing, this ICE thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's welcome to Burn Notice. This is Vince, the fire starter, aka Toto, always seeking the truth. My sidekick here,
OG Mudfoot.
Mudfoot. Yes, that sounds like old blues singer right there.
OG Mudfoot, nuclear bomb. Dukem.
Yeah, nukem. So y'all, we've been to, obviously, unless you've been a hermit and been under a rock, you know what's going on with this dang ICE stuff. This stuff is really ridiculous. So, just so we start off, just so we know that yesterday, or just recently, Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota, is suing the Department of Justice saying that having ICE agents there is illegal. So they're going to sue them. And for y'all people who don't know, Keith Ellison, he's the same one who oversaw George Floyd prosecution of Derek Chauvin.
Right.
Because you can make state crimes, you can make federal crimes state crimes as well. That's why with this shooting, the federal government don't want to work with the state but I think
they're gonna file state. They're gonna file.
Yeah, they're gonna file some charges. They're gonna file some charges against the boy. They got enough. They just waiting to don't see what's going on, but they're gonna file some charges against the boy statewide.
So how is that gonna play out? So, if, like you said, if he under witness protection, how that's
witness protection and them not sharing. I listened to a couple lawyers, and a couple lawyers said this. They said, "Here's how they need to run it. Go ahead and have everybody submit since the DOJ is not sharing any evidence." Go out there and ask all the people to submit all your video equipment, video stuff. Convene a grand jury and indict off of that. And then when the grand jury indicts, then you subpoena the DOJ.
Oh Lord!
And say, you need to give me them records. You need to give me all the evidence, this, that, and the other. I just listened to lawyers.
If you're doing you impeding, then
there you go.
Impeding the investigation.
Yes, sir. That's what it said. So guaranteed, that's probably what they're gonna do.
And like I said, a grand jury indict a ham sandwich.
Show damn well. So, and it ain't hard. And in this situation, it's not hard to indict.
Right.
It is what it is. This lady was not. And see, what happened is that my issue is that when you got Trump and Kristi Noem and all these jokers coming on immediately, especially Kristi Noem saying that she was trying to use the car as a battering ram.
That's what I'm saying. They get in front of us and put out the negativity. They put a story out before it's even a story out. They try to paint the picture.
Exactly. Put the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
But they don't realize that when stuff comes to trial and all that stuff, your words you just said are a lie. We're gonna roll the videotape. This you saying this? But so Jake Tapper, you didn't see him going back and forth with Kristi Noem, giving her the business the other day when he was saying that shit. No, and she was like, I said, no, we all watched. So he said, basically, you're telling us not to believe our eyes? She didn't use that as a battering ram. She wasn't using that as a weapon. She was trying to leave. And Kristi Noem like, bruh, it's going to come back. And let me just tell you this ICE stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Philly, the black police chief, their sister, she catching a little heat just for what she just said yesterday. She said, come to Philly with that. She said, come to Philly with that because you ain't getting out of here because you don't want this smoke. That's what she said. You don't want this smoke.
And they lost too?
Yeah.
So they mad.
ICE
they got a chip on their shoulder.
ICE ain't going to Philly. ICE, no. There's certain little states they'll do, they'll do that stuff. And we got it. You saw what they did with the Somalis. They took away temporary protective status.
Yeah.
And I said, I said, we know that this is a black thing, but I said, no,
they hate Somalis. Remember, he came in saying they was eating cats and dogs. Wasn't that in Minnesota?
That was the Haitians.
No, that was the Haitians, and that was in Ohio.
I'm going to connect the dots for you that I realized what the Somali thing is. Guess who's Somali and have been very vocal? Ilhan Omar. And that's her district in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Wow.
That's what, and I said, Oh,
I forgot about her. Yeah.
That's the petty get back.
Yeah.
That's petty.
That's their playbook, though.
That's their playbook. And this dude really is the Joker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna burn it. He's gonna burn down. He's gonna try to burn all this stuff down just to see it burn. He's gonna burn down the Republican Party. He's gonna burn that down because he is not gonna want nobody to succeed him. He's not gonna want nobody. You think Donald Trump is gonna be on the campaign trail for somebody else? Really?
Yeah.
He's too narcissistic for that. You think he's going to say, "Oh, J.D. Vance," or he wants to basically say that before me, the Republican Party wasn't nothing, and y'all ain't going to you ain't going to be nothing without me. This dude, that's that one to burn it down.
Wow. Yeah,
and he will, and all these people around him, y'all gonna burn down too. And I'm gonna give the analogy in like this. Marjorie Taylor Greene and some of these other people, I'm going to give the analogy of the Titanic. The Republican Party is the Titanic. When it first hit the iceberg and, ship is still good to go, But there are
we bumped off of, we rolled off of it, yeah.
But there are a few people that are just like, wait, man, let me go and quietly head over these lifeboats.
Right.
I'm quietly head over lifeboats, and it ain't gonna be a whole lot of people because they still in the goddamn partying
up
this, that, and other.
Listening to the captain.
I'm gonna head over the lifeboats, and there might be a couple people standing there. We just kind of nod to each other. We're gonna get on this lifeboat. We get off because we know that this shit's gonna go down. It's gonna go down, bruh. It's going down, and then these jokers are gonna be like the movie Titanic. They're gonna go down with the ship. Remember the band was playing as it went down?
Yeah.
Remember the captain went down and the band went down and all them other jokers went down?
Being noble.
Yeah. But it ain't even noble.
Yeah, and death, like.
It ain't even noble.
For no cause?
Yeah, for no cause. The cause of being close to power. Power is intoxicating. I get it. I've walked the halls of D.C. I understand the proximity to power. I understand, honestly, why these congressmen be getting caught up in sexual scandals with all these fine little girls walking around and fine little aides walking around the halls of Congress with these little pencil skirts on. And I see why they be getting in trouble. It's intoxicating. It's addicting. And I'm not the type of dude to fall into that stuff, but it is a grandeur when you walk in. It's just like, whoa, I'm sitting in this senator's office talking with this senator and blah, blah. It's just, you feel it when you walk in.
Right. Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just feel it when you walk in, like walking in the White House. People say, "Oh, it's a dump," but when we went into the White House, it's just like, "Yo, this. You got to kind of pinch yourself for a minute, like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm at the White House, the seat of world power."
Right.
So I say all that to say, y'all, that we have to keep our eye on this ICE thing because this is a Gestapo.
Definitely.
You can walk up on somebody just by how they look and ask for papers. Why don't I just go ahead and put a gold star on my jacket to show that I'm who I am? Gestapo.
Right.
Did it to the Jews.
Exactly.
So now I hear you speaking Spanish. Give me your papers? Who the hell walks around with their papers, bro?
Yeah, because if it gets stolen, it's going to be hell. Like,
who walks around with the papers?
They're going to have to prove so much to get them.
And guess what they'll do? Guess what ICE can do? When they say, I don't have any papers on me. Okay, we're going to detain you till we get this figured out.
That's insane. So you can call somebody their job, their livelihood.
Everything. You're literally snatching people off the street. I don't think that we as black people understand the struggle, and we understand struggle like nobody else can. But this is something different that our Latino brothers and sisters, and now Somalis and people who might have an accent, Haitians, this, that, and the other, are experiencing, bro. That just because how you look. Hey, man, come here real for a second.
Yeah.
Where your papers?
Man, if you don't get out my face.
Like one Latino dude said, well, here's my real ID driver's license. They said, that ain't enough, bro.
Oh, that was it right there. That's it.
No, they still took him in custody. They said, no, that ain't enough. Took him in custody, and we'll figure this out later. And he stayed in for a couple of days, bro, until he got, come on, man. Real talk. Who walks around with their birth certificate?
Exactly, and Social Security card.
Who walks around
both
with both
of them?
Who walks around with
together?
a passport, bro?
Right.
That's just insane. So I'm just like, it just bothers the hell out of me what's going on, and we should be angry. We should not angry being out in the streets because that's what they want. Us as black folks, we can got no support a different way, but they want us to be out in the street. They want black folks. I was just listening to somebody today, and I was like, Republican, who was never Trumper, and he said, well, what they want to do, I said, is exactly what I've been saying. And like, he finally came around and says, yeah, they want to recreate 2020 with George Floyd. I said, exactly what they've been wanting to do. He said, and this is Republicans say, Republicans felt they missed an opportunity to do some shooting.
Oh.
Literally, shooting and arresting. So they're trying to recreate that with black folks, not with white folks.
Right.
With us.
But those are people protesting, like I said before.
Correct. So, I mean, I think we kind of know, like, oh, they kind of bait us.
Oh, yeah.
Baiting us. Yeah. So I'm glad that we smart enough to know.
Right, and just eating the popcorn, looking on the sideline like.
We smart, right. We're vigilant. We're smart enough to know. And I just wanted to bring, one last thing. Y'all going to trip out about this. So, we talk about ICE agents and their training. You know how much training ICE agents get?
8 hours.
Yeah. 47 days. They cut it down to 47 days.
What they do in 47 days?
Yeah. But why do you think they cut it down to 47 days?
So they could get more out there.
Why do you think you cut down to the number 47?
Oh, President, Trump,
Some petty. Bro, is it?
I didn't even think about it. I was going to say 47 hours.
Come on, man. Are we being serious here, bro?
Yeah, that's how he is. You know what it is.
47 days to honor the 47th president. Come on, man.
Bro.
We are living in an alternate reality, aren't we?
Bro, you can't. What's the thing he want to do? The Ultimate Games? You talking about the word Ultimate? The Patriot Games?
Yeah, or your Patriot Games? Yeah. Wasn't you having want to do the UFC fight at the White House?
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are we doing, y'all?
He wanted to take it back to Roman time. Roman.
They already saying, and I know we'll end this burn on this. I know they're starting to say the quiet part out loud, what we've always known. They can't stand the Civil Rights Act.
Oh yeah,
the Civil Rights Act.
He's trying to undo that now, right? Isn't he trying? He said it
harmed white people. That's what he said the other day. He said Civil Rights Act harmed white people.
So he just
what did Charlie Kirk say? What was Charlie Kirk saying?
He just be belligerent now. Yeah. He just like the older he get, he like.
Charlie Kirk said that. Charlie Kirk said that Martin Luther King was a bad man and the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. And let me tell you what the deal is. It's not that it just gave black people agency. They hate that it gave women, because who benefited from affirmative action?
Women. White women.
White women.
Yeah.
Their idea of white women is that they need to be in the house, cooking. And
we don't need you running no corporate offices.
Having babies.
Yeah.
That's because they secretly blame that for the decline in the birth rate, the white birth rate.
Mm-hmm.
We need to. That's how.
I need to blame HBO having them TV shows.
That's how. That's how they think. That's why they're saying the quiet part out loud now. They hate the Civil Rights Act because it gave black folks agency and also it to white women. That's why they rail against the feminist movement.
Yeah. But we talk about that in the whole thing, because the feminist movement was racist in itself.
Correct. Yeah, that's another. That's another.
Whole thing that they don't even want to hear.
They don't even want to go down that, because the history, going all the way back to suffrage.
Yeah, they only use black women to help with their cause.
Bingo. Oh yeah, they go all the way back to suffrage.
I had to tell a family member that, like, you know the history of that.
Yeah,
you speaking so proudly about it.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same playbook all the time. They use us because we emotionally feel piggyback, Black Lives Matter, all that.
Yep.
It's just used as a
funnel. Yeah. Kind of like what I get mad about the Democratic Party. The true people in charge of the Democratic Party don't look like us.
Mm-mm.
So that's the playbook. Use us. That's what they do. We can use you for your vote. But when it comes down to really doing what needs to be done.
Right. Like, I don't know about that.
At least I know where the Republicans stand.
Let's talk about that next term.
At least I know where the Republicans stand when it comes to
hell no, we ain't helping you kick rock.
Yeah, we don't give a damn about you.
Right.
You and your folks. Okay, right. Cool. At least I know, but don't smile at me like what I don't want to quote Malcolm, but he basically saying sometimes liberals are, you think that the fox is smiling at you because it's showing its teeth. No, it's really because you're on the menu. So
right, yeah.
So don't think the liberal smile is a
genuine smile. Yeah, smile to help.
It's that smile. There it is. And on that, burn notice. We out.